There is just something about fresh snow. Didn't realize it at the time, but this weekend was probably the last true winter weekend of the season. Already today it felt like spring, so I'm glad I got out and spent a weekend out on the ice in Bayfield, Wisconsin. I live up in the Northwoods, right before mainland bleeds into Lake Superior, and Bayfield for me isn't too far from home. I work as an outdoor guide and a writer, and I've had a slow winter. This weekend was one of my few weekends outside, and that's okay. I'm trying to remember that everybody needs to slow down sometimes. This weekend wasn't slow, but not in a bad way. My friend Rachel, who's probably the most down for anything person I know, drove up to join me. This weekend was hosted by Seagull Bay Motel in downtown Bayfield, and from our balcony, we could see the ice road connecting Bayfield to La Pointe on Madeline Island across the east channel of the Schwamigan Bay, which was pretty cool. We decided to hike some of the Schwamigan Bay caves. The bay is, or was until early this week, fully frozen over and supporting the weight of cars, and it's been a while since we've had ice this good. I want to be super clear that these are not the Apostle Islands ice caves, rather, these are on the east side of the peninsula. The Apostle Islands ice caves are on the west side and they are closed. Ice conditions over there are exposed to open Lake Superior.
Next, we
and
headed
far
up to
less
Port Wing
predictable.
to hike a waterfall I'd previously written off. It's just a trickle here most of the summer, but in the winter, the trickle turned into easily one of the coolest ice waterfalls I've ever seen. Here's Rachel for scale. Over in this area, we saw a great gray owl, which was probably Rachel's favorite part of the trip. Mine was getting behind the waterfall, where you could still see the water pulsing on the inside. It was one of those moments that really just remind you that the earth is alive. Um, I can't emphasize to you how cool this was. I was back here for like 20 minutes watching the water behind the ice, and this is what the cave actually looked like from the inside. It was a little bit of a small space, but I squeezed my way in, so Ice Cave achieved. For me, one of my favorite parts of adventures like this is the food. Wood fired pizza in bed while we talk and edit photos, morning coffee at the local diner, a breakfast so big it hurts to hike after. All of that is part of it for me, not just the big photo moments. I'm new to YouTube, so if this video is terrible, please don't tell me, spare my feelings. And if you want to learn more about visiting Bayfield or these hikes, check out the Substack newsletter I've linked below.